Mitchell. They're one of our shut-ins, and we appreciate them. And we just want to ask y'all a few questions about maybe the history of the church and when y'all joined up with them and some different things. So you got something you want to say?
I was just going to tell you how long we've been saved.
Okay, well just tell us that.
If you want that.
Yeah.
Okay, Pop was saved in 1922. Now we can't tell you the exact day of the week, but we can tell you the month.
Yeah.
He was saved August of 1922, and he is 17 years old.
17 years old. Was that at church, Pop?
Yeah, that's it. Pop can answer that.
I was born in a Methodist church.
The Methodist Church.
You know where Spalding Church is on San Man?
I've heard of it, but I don't reckon I know where it's at.
You know where Pleasant Hill Church is?
Uh-huh.
Well, you go right on past that, and come to a crossroads.
Yeah.
Turn back, and there on the left, so you go through there.
Oh, okay. Was that a revival meeting?
Of course, they built new.
Yes, it was a revival. You don't understand you.
Yeah.
Understand.
Yeah.
It was a revival. Brother George Miller was pastor.
Oh, really?
And the name of the church was Miller's Chapel.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And he's been saved 76 years.
76 years. Boy, that's wonderful there.
Well, I said it just gets better all the time.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Of course, like we had that before yesterday, it's kind of bad, but it's not like that all the time.
Do what, Pop?
I said, you ever know Jack Chipwood?
No, he
Jack
don't
Chipwood. No, sir.
He's too young, Pop. He don't know.
He is. They lived down below the lady there, but they're all dead now.
Yeah. No, were you baptized? You was baptized in a creek?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it probably wasn't very
But
many.
Separate Baptist wanted baptized.
Oh, really? Oh.
He was saved in a Methodist, but he was joined the Baptist.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
John, what was his name who baptized me and you? I forget now. Anyway, he lived down a little Rainsford there a piece.
Yeah.
See, I don't know just exactly all that. I'm just bits and pieces that I've learned.
Yeah.
But
I used to know everybody on that mountain out there, but I can't tell you half of them now.
Yeah. A lot of folks moved in, moved
Of course,
out.
a lot of folks dead and gone.
Yeah.
And new ones moved in.
Yeah. What about you, Granny?
Well, I was saved at right down here at Davis Chapel. Going down, it's not very far, about I guess 3 miles down the road.
Yeah.
And back then we'd have a revival as much as 3 weeks at a time, anyhow.
Yeah.
You know, just be having a good revival. And I was 11 years old. And I was having to pedal an organ for the lady that played. It was a cripple lady.
Really?
She was a cripple lady.
I know.
And I had to stand on one side.
Yes, I mean, John Whitmore wanted baptized her.
I'd stand on one side of her and pedal, this old pedal organ. And hook Lord, you talk about your legs feel like don't fall off. And her sister was on the other side. In the church, we had lamps, kerosene lamps sitting in all the windows. And through the top of the house with lanterns. Like, that's the lights we had back then. And we had little lamps with just about that big around that we held, you know, like this so she could see the book.
Yeah.
We held them up. And we'd sit and do that for 3 or 4 hours. You know how you don't know either how the services was back then. They had lights from 8 o'clock at night to 1 in the morning.
Really?
That's right. just had the best time ever was.
Yeah.
Good old sisters up and shouting, and their hair all falling down, hairpins all coming out of it, and hose would fall out, but they just shouted right on. We just had the best time. And I got saved during that. But I run from this lady, elderly lady, for first 2 weeks, because if she get happy, she'd beat your lungs out. And I run from her for 2 weeks. Finally, I couldn't run no more, so I sat down. And when I looked up, I got saved, raised up and looked. We didn't need them lamps. We didn't need the lanterns. We didn't need nothing. Everything was lit up just like we have today with electric lights. I mean, it was just lit up. That poor old lady sitting right out in front of me, and she's the prettiest thing I ever saw. Just the prettiest. And, I said, well, if I'd have known it had been like that, I'd have got saved earlier, because it was wonderful. But I went right back to my job, peddling the organ for the lady to play the organ and holding the lamp.
Yeah.
But, and Brother Johnny Riddle, I joined Gravel Hill Baptist Church. That's where my parents was best members there, and I joined there. He baptized me in the creek. There's 32 of us baptized the same day. And it was pretty, I'll admit.
Yeah.
We were all dressed in white, they called them mini suits back then, blouse and skirt.
Yeah.
And the boys all had on long sleeve white shirts. And this awfully string of us you ever saw.
Yeah.
And they baptized it. I believe it was 31 or 2 of us that was baptized that day. And we come out of the creek. Because so many of us coming out, it got kind of sloppy and muddy.
Yeah.
But Sister Gibbs, Alma Gibbs, was standing on the bank, hugging and shaking hands with everybody. That's the happiest woman we've ever saw. She shouted the whole time now. It just tickled her to death. That was 70 years ago. I've been saved 70 years.
Yeah.